Forager. I played this game for about 10 hours and I didn't finish the game. I will admit that I did not finish the game. I would not mind going back to it to play it, but as we know, I review games, and with Forager, well, I do it out of a 60 scale. Its categories are enjoyability, time, graphics, money, story, and skill. And with Forager, I will say it's a really good game. I think it was made by one dude, and with one dude being made by that, I think it really shines as a game, like with like playability and all that. It gives me a lot of Minecraft like vibes. Like it's really just a sandbox. You can do whatever you want, build whatever you want, design whatever you want. But for enjoyability, I will say I did enjoy it a pretty good bit. But once you start getting like 10 hours, 20 hours, like, you know, deep into the game, and you're still not done, and like you really don't know, you know, what to do, the enjoyability starts going down. So I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 for enjoyability. The time consumption to complete the game, it takes, I think it's like anywhere from 30 to 50 hours. It depends how fast you go. Which, I mean, it's not really a bad, but it's not great. Like, it's not the fastest and it's not the slowest. So it's about average on that. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Graphics. I love me a good old pixel game, like kind of like a 2D pixel game. Graphics were good. All the movements were good. I think it was a really good game. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's almost the same as I rated Moonlighter with their graphics. Alright, let's see. So for Forager was $19.99. It's not really that bad of a game for considering, you know, what you're getting at it. It's kind of really a bang for your buck game. And I really did enjoy it enough. I would pay $20 for it, and I'm glad I did, like, to play it. So it's gonna get a 7 out of 10. Story. Not really big story in this game. I mean, we got like a white dude that spawned in. Don't know his name. Don't know anything. I guess he's Forager. I don't know. But I mean, there's not really much. Just the dungeons, and like you just start breaking stuff with your pickaxe and start building stuff. Like there's no story. There's nothing. But that's a sandbox game. It's kind of like Minecraft. You're not really gonna have a story with it. It's not really a story game. But for the sake of story, I'm going to. I mean, with Moonlighter had a story, and the only thing that made it a 5 out of 10 for me for Moonlighter was the ending. The ending was, it wasn't terrible, but it was bad. Like, it's like they spent all this time trying to make this game and the story for the game, and then the end, it's like they just wrote it out real fast trying to get done with it, and I gave that a 5 out of 10, and it had a story. But with Forager, it doesn't really have a story, so I'm gonna have to give it a 2 out of 10, and that's generous. But with skill, I really don't think you have to be that good to play this game. I mean, just be, you know, kind of. You just gotta really know just play it and feel what you're doing. I gave Moonlighter a 6 out of 10. It's also a combat game, but I don't think it wasn't like as easy, but it wasn't as hard as Moonlighter. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 for skill. And with a total, let's average this out. So we had 6 in enjoyability, a 6 in time, a 7 in graphics, a 7 in money, a 2 in story, and a 5 in skill. That gives us 33 out of 60. Once again, that's a pretty average game, about 50% on the enjoyability. Like, you know, I wasn't really impressed by it though. Like, it was fun to play, but like it just gets to a point where like you're like, okay, I gotta play something else. Like, it's not one of them games I stay on all day, but it's really just what you feel like. But I do think there is a lot of content. Like, as you see the extras, there's comics, and then how you made Forager tells you all the stuff. And then like there's like countless things you can do in the game. You can decorate stuff, you can do really whatever you want to, which is just great. I think it opens the window for a lot of pretty fun games and like ideas. But 33 out of 60 is not bad at all. That's average, 50%, almost, or a little over 50%. But I do like that. Like, I think it's a proper rating for this game. If I had to, you know, I mean, Moonlighter got a 43 for their rating. A 43 out of 60, which is really good. And I really enjoyed that game. We played that game for almost a week. But the next game I have coming up, I'm not going to say what it is yet, but I'm very excited for it. And I think I've heard really good things about it. And I think it's going to be at least a top 50 game, 45 at most. I doubt it falls behind that. But with that, that is my review on Forager. I would recommend it to a friend to play it if they were into these kind of games, but like I said, it's just gonna be with their preferences. I would say I would play it, but I wouldn't play it, you know, more than 10 hours. I wouldn't spend a whole day playing it. Maybe 4 hours is the most I'd play it, and I played it on 4 hours for stream. But it's a pretty decent game. I would buy, just if you like a quick game. But the only thing I will say about it is there is no multiplayer. If you want to play with a friend or something, there's not really multiplayer for this game, and that's what sucks. But yeah, that is my review on Forager. We're gonna come at you with another game in a couple of weeks for review, and I will see you next time.